Can anybody hear me now? Anybody hear me now? Let me know that. There we go. There we go. I just heard myself through the phone as well. So, right, let's get going, shall we? Welcome along, people, to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? So this is my first episode of the E/A anti-meta challenge on daily racing. So let's get straight to it then. So what's going to be happening is that I'm going to be doing some daily races in the GR3. Starting off as an E rank player, which of course this is my second account as well. So let's do this. So enter with my current car, and the car that I'm going to be using, having looked on the time trials, that is that well, the Porsche is obviously the meta car, apparently, for what I could see. Although we have one player who's managed to getting a good time in the Audi, so we will see how that pans out. So we're not going to do any qualifying, so just going to do a last to first challenge kind of thing, which to make it entertainment. To make it entertaining, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, this is my second account, which I did say before, haven't I, that I was going to get the second account up and running at some point. But here I am with a different adventure and ready to take on whatever the current environment in sport mode has to offer. So let's get straight into this business. Just had to turn the wheel on and all. So we've got ourselves up and running. So hopefully no issues with the wheel and whatnot. So I've got a couple more people tuning in. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just about to get the first daily race underway. So although this is the last day of the current week of daily races at places like Trial Mountain and Barcelona, so obviously I have been working behind the scenes, just to get the account up and running, to get through the license test, just to have a bit of something also, and of course when I've got the gold as well, therefore that I was gonna get this car anyway, because I remember going back into the first account, the only account that I've used in order to get into a GT3 car, and that of course is the first GT3 car, which is the Audi. What I've done as well is I've designed my livery. I've designed my livery, as you can see, and it's got the Formula One edition as well, with the black on the top and the red on the bottom, behind the whole silver metallic racing car. So it looks pretty cool, don't it? I just wish that maybe if I could have had a monster decal on the side, just ahead of the, on the left hand side of the Monster Energy decal, and then you have and then the right hand side of the Monster Energy decal. So the writing, of course, should I say? So let's get ourselves stuck into it then, and see what the fuss is about. And last to first challenge. Good luck, people. I don't know who I'm going to be coming across, so let's do this. Indian Steak. Obviously, I was speaking on the typing chat. That thank you very much for tuning in. So check him out on YouTube, by the way, and he does open lobbies himself as well as that. So, oh, there's one who's left. Like some just don't want to take it. That's the thing. So we've got one in the Audi, one in the Ferrari. Oh, there's two people. I don't know if it's because there may be some that's detected that that I was one of them A+ drivers from the main account. That's scared of all this. Oh, made that to 3, so 13th place. So let's see what we could do for 13th on the grid. And we have got another person who's a YouTuber. I don't know if it's a new player. So I've got a lot of new players to navigate my way through. Right, let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Let's do it for Audi. So we begin episode 1 at the back of the grid in 13th at Trial Mountain on GT7. Let's go. So it's a 6-lap race, no mandatory pit stops or anything. It's just an all-out sprint race. Steady away. Just have to be mindful on the German. It's alright, it's alright. Seen a lot of players going so wide there in the first sector. Cold tyres and brakes, obviously. So we're up into 8th. Ghost is on sector strong, so have it. Them two fighting, oh. Oh. Sorry, pal. You can have it back. You can have it back. My apologies, sir. Welcome along, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. I just apologise to this player because it was a bit clumsy on that one. Obviously, I did rate to give the position back as well, so So we keep going. We've sorted it, on track. I'm not too bad, thank you. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. What have you been up to? Good to hear. Just had a moment with the Austrians, so I don't know whether it's just whether it's that made him angry or not. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for smashing the like button, pal. Appreciate it. But we've still got a bit to go. So we're on lap 3. "17 seconds behind the leader." You know what that means when it comes to putting the hammer down. It's Tennessee time. Just have the inside covered. On to the next. So we're in 6, so next up, Supreme Spez. There we go, banging in that times. Let's go wide. Gonna be a bit too far to get to 4th place, but a lot can happen. So I've been banging in the lap times as required, with a clear track up front. Welcome along, Father of Time. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well, pal. So, for those who just joined in as well, this is the first race of the of my second account, which I've been working behind the scenes recently in order to keep the entertainment flowing as well. It looks like a battle for P3's heating up nicely, so I might sniff an opportunity. Yeah, definitely. And you know what makes it fun as well? Because on my main account that I've done daily races, quite ages ago. Like every now and then when I have a crack at them, then obviously just haven't really done much of them. So, somebody spun. I don't know if there was contact with the other driver, but anyway, P4 is ours for the time being. So, but when you have a second account, it just makes it so fun, so much more fun, don't it? And therefore, that you get the opportunity. As for a streamer like myself, for example, then just what makes it worth having a second account, if that makes sense. So, therefore, even to start at the back of the grid in anti-meta cars, it's what makes it super challenging, because the current meta car in this is the Porsche. But you just got to think of that it's the drivers that are making the difference as well. Even when they've got their own driving styles also, then they're just like a nice planted rear end or something that's stable. Yeah, it's even though that I am looking to go for a US account or an Asian account, but if I would have done an Asian account in the at a different time of the day, then obviously it'll be dead then. When it gets to around, say that it is close to 3:30 in the UK, and then the people in Asia will be asleep then, unless there's some that just likes to stay up. Or even if they do a night shift as well, whatever they're on with. So we've got P3 on our site. Maybe. Let's go! From the back to P3. What's the matter? GG. That was fun. From the back. Start at P13, finish 3rd. I had to wait for somebody to for this player who I've accidentally bumped into, give the position back, and then therefore we just kept on racing after I've given the position back to this player. So I'll save the replay, and therefore you'll see where I'm coming from as well. But without that, the win is definitely there for the back. But just got to keep pushing for a result. You know what I mean? So, but for my first race in the second account, I'll take on the P3. Cheers. Thank you, Father of Time. Fastest lap, clean race. Awesome. while the sportsmanship rating has gone up, but not for this player. So we've got a bit of a mountain to climb, haven't we? So, let's have a quick look at the replay, shall we? Before we head on to the next slot, which is at 3:30. I just wanted to see what was occurring on that incident I have with the player and how I had to respond in that manner in order to be a good sport in that circumstance. So it was around lap 2, were it? Yep, it were lap 2 with Rob. So that left. So I had a really good exit out of the chicane. I passed one car, but I'm looking to pass another car. So what happened there is that I was going to go for the move, and that, of course, a tap like that just literally sent him into the barrier. So what I had to do was wait, just to apologise, give the position back, and don't worry about where you finished. And then I wasn't worried about where I finished, so my apologies to that player. So let's keep pushing them. So, and then the next thing, what I suspected that what he were going to do. So I've got the move done. And the next thing it looked like he were going to do is try to assassinate me. I could be wrong, but let's have a look at what that player was going to do. Fail. Was that an attempt at murder? Well, it sort of looked like it, but that was a bad attempt. So, but to put into context on how I got myself a P3 in my first race. So this player was slow into that corner. I had to set myself up, flick up the gear, power out to the corner, give him some racing room, and therefore go on to win a podium finish. So I finished on the podium, even though that player tried to take me out, and I'm like, let's go. Get in there, Danny. So quickly get into the 3:30 slot, because otherwise I'm going to miss it. Yeah, and then as the races get harder, as the races go along, then it's not easy to do them sort of things. So, yeah. Yeah. It sort of felt like a racing incident to me, even though that with my steering inputs, I felt like just a tiny bit aiming towards me. But then even when he tried to steer into contact, then would I have carried on then? So, but you have to be safe than sorry, do you know what I mean? Because you just never know what's going through their heads sometimes. And so it was not worth me putting energy towards something until I get to have a proper look on the replay, you know, because when you're in a certain scenario in real time, and you want to be sure that you just keep yourself to yourself until after the incident, then you want to be sure that you get a better perspective by looking at the replay. And so it sort of looked like that it was on him, says Father of Time Racing. I get what you mean, yeah. It sort of looked like he was trying to stop me from overtaking, but obviously each to their own, innit? But so we're in the next slot for race 2. Let's see what we can do. My line remained true, yeah. I appreciate the feedback. So we've got some players who have put in their quality times, and then there's also myself and this other player who's not set a time as well. So yeah, I thought that. I appreciate the feedback once more, Father Time Racing. Yeah, it looked like I was just trying to stay out of it, but then it's just very little decisions that. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to think which time did we race. Because I do see some like familiar names that, well, some names that I don't even know much of, that don't race as much. So it's jogging my memory a bit there. So, but it'll come to us eventually, unless you probably know more than I do at this moment in time. So, right. So 12th on the grid. Let's see what we can do. Right. Second race of the day. Yeah. Yep. Danny's weaving. Dutch Danny. Oh! Oh! Around the outside of the pair of them there. Yellow flags, something's happened. Oh, cold tyres and brakes, the people. Steady on. Oh! Heavy ghosting in place. Yeah, definitely. Oh, there's a car. Try to get the move done. Whoa! What the? That was very close there. I saw one car, I had to brace myself, and there's another who had to go by, and therefore just literally got lucky from getting wiped out. Porto, welcome along, my brother. Happy Sunday. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. Go and check out Portal on YouTube, people. He does open lobbies with friends. He creates liveries himself, and therefore that does the bits and pieces as well. So have a look at his content, as he's from the American continent. Well, I got a job to do first. try and get away from that Italian, but then there's also Tony, who I've got to navigate my way through. Big Fat Racing, welcome along. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'm sure that we've raced a few occasions in some of the manufacturers' races or the Nations Cup races, but the name does ring the doorbell. But thank you very much for tuning in, and have a look at his content, people, as he's over 100k subscribers, I believe, if I remember correctly. So thank you very much for tuning in, Big Fat Racing. And for those who are just tuned in as well, that this is my second race of my second account, and I started P13 and finished third on the first race, and then I started 12th, and then looked to be taking the lead as Daddy C takes the lead. Well, not yet. Tony's going all over the shop there. Tony Elville. Kicking up the dust. Here comes Danny C on Tony Verstappen. Who's going to be last of the brakes? Danny gets the job done, sort of. Tony does a switcheroo also, and I had to concede for another time. Do you know what? That I was doing some qualifying times in recent times, but I have got around to do some racing as I thought, having said to myself that I'm looking to go for a second account. So this is my second account on PlayStation. So having not done much with the main account, which the main account has been A+ for a while now. So it's like one of the moments where you roll the dice and you just don't know whether you're going to get a good number or a bad number. Do you know what I mean? So that yeah, I thought that we've raced. So yeah, it's good to catch up on somebody familiar in some of the Gran Turismo World Series races that we've done at other times. So well, if you want, Tony, go again. Go. But yeah, that having acquired this car like from doing the license test, which obviously it's like a 3 car. But this is not a bad car to start with, and this is the first GT3 car that I've acquired on the day when I first the first few days when I've played Gran Turismo 7, and it was literally just a week after it came out, so I can remember like it was yesterday. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it would be good to catch up a bit in certain races. That and for those who don't know, I do open lobbies on Tuesday evenings where I throw out different car categories weekly. I also do some more open lobbies in other parts of the week, and then and therefore that I have just started out with the second account to keep the entertainment flowing for the eat a antimatter series of my own. So therefore, that this is that's just a start of what the current environment in sport mode has to offer. And as it turned out, this is I'm not rushing it. I'm just biding my time, being honest, and being a good sport. I eventually got the job done. Don't know if that was forceful, but whoa! You alright, mate? Well, thank goodness the ghosting saved my life, because without the ghosting, I would have been smashed into the side. Like I've been hit by a bison. A 1,000 brake horsepower turbocharged intercooler bison. Definitely, definitely. Absolutely. Being a good sport is one thing, and racing is another, and that's what gives you that pure enjoyment of playing a racing game. Yeah, yeah. So Danny C takes the win at Trial Mountain in the Audi. Get in there, Danny. GG, everyone. I'll just have to see what was kicking off from Tony's side, even though that having got the move done, and I felt something as I was just turning in, and it looked as though that, from what I could see, that it looked as though it were going to be deliberate from what I could see. But so yeah, GG people. Yeah, yeah. That's that's good. Thank you, Father Time Racing. Appreciate it. Right, so we've got the 4-star roulette ticket in the process. So grab the replays, and then what that has done is increase my my sportsmanship rating in that sense. So has Tony left? I think Tony's gone. No? Anyway, let's have a look, shall we? Or if it's just me that's raising my voice, it could be that. So thank you for letting me know on that one. I'll have to either just keep the voice down just a little bit, or even just turn down the mic settings. All right, so. So I've got Montana after what was a really good battle. So I got the move done, yeah. Yeah, there was no good. Even that the ghosting was there as well. So there were no issues from my side, even though that I had the inside covered. And then the next thing I know is that approaching the chicane, all of a sudden, or was it just driver error? Well, the ghosting saved my life as well, because he just missed a breaking point. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah. So that's a little replay looked at. So we'll get back into sport mode before I forget. And what I'll have to do then is maybe just turn down the mic settings just a little bit so I'm back onto that flipping thing. And okay, so can anybody hear me still? I just had to turn down the mic just a little tad. If it's not made any difference, then that way that I'll just have to just do my best to try and keep the voice down. Even when you feel the heat of the moment, then obviously, but so far that I've just been like so chilled and for the most of the time, and then so. But when it comes to playing in it for much longer, then yeah. With perfect clarity. Yep. Cool. That's good to know. So, 40 seconds. Anyone want to hear me sing a song? I'm not about singing, you know. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all of my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Let's go. So who have we got here? And so I'm 15th. Welcome along, Jason. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. Enjoyed that one, yeah? I enjoyed a bit of singing. So, there's one who's actually putting a decent time in. Oh, sort of. Because I did a 51.6, 51.4. That I was in the Porsche, but I did a 51.6 in the Audi, so... And that was on quality, and that was on the time trial trim. So, right. Race 3, P15. Let's see what we can do. So started 13th, finished 3rd, and then started 12th and won the race from the back. Let's see what we can do from further down the grid. P15. Revving that V10 out of its skin. You just can't get over the noisy V10. I feel sorry for that last place driver who had to start right in the middle of the corner. Ah, cool. That's a good time. That's a good time. Because I've seen a lot of fast drivers who have got a 50 and maybe come across one with a 49. Oh, somebody quit. Steady on, steady on. I'll just send it around the outside. You're not having my slip, mate. That's what I'm doing at the minute. I mean, I could do the qualifying if it gets to the point where as I go along, as I'm ranking up, that it just like it gets harder and harder and harder. So, but yeah, that well, to start at the back, that I just want a bit of fun. So. And besides that, it's a 6-lap race as well, so therefore that it gives me well the opportunity, you know, just to follow my own rhythm until I catch up to somebody and make an overtake where possible. So I started 15th, and at the end of lap 1, in 10th. So it was a bit sketchy for the first lap, but we've somehow managed to survive the first lap. So far, so good. 11.3 seconds behind the leader. When the ghosting stops, time to qualify. Well, I could see a lot of ghosting still. So, even if I do come across a certain lobby where there's not really any heavy ghosting, then that's where we'll have to start to qualify, because that's when things are about to get serious then. And then you will start to test your true self a bit in terms of who you're racing with, and in order to race with somebody clean as best you can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good to have a reminder as to know how heavy the ghosting is, especially for players who are C graded and D graded, and those are E graded. Whoa, that was close then. Whoa! I was there. I was there. Look out for me, pal. More bit of coming together out of the chicane from the pair of them in the battle for P5. Let's go. Through goes Danny C. Had this little fly, I just near my face. Had to blow it away. I can see a podium finish on my sight. So I've got 2 laps to go. Maybe a battle for P2 because T-Macker, who's literally just controlling the race throughout and leaving everyone behind. I did see a brief moment that we have a player further up front who's got a time penalty. It's a Turtle Beach headset. I think it's the 70p. Then the descriptions are on me YouTube description of what I use specifically, equipment-wise, where you'll see that I'm using a Logitech RS50 with a McLaren RS Formula wheel attachment, and you also have the bits and pieces that's included in there on what I use as well. Even though I stream directly from the PlayStation 5. So yeah, I did mention the other day that behind the scenes that I'm looking to go for like a PC setup. So yeah, now you're all good, mate. I don't mind talking. So yeah, that even when those that who got to find out about me, then therefore that they can see that what equipment that I'm using. So therefore, it gives them the idea. If they plan to create content themselves, then obviously then that's the bits and pieces as well. So I'm literally flying with a 53.2, shaving seconds off the leader. The Polish driver's crashed. Oh, cool. You'll notice then that the quality sounds and what have you. Gonna be close to get a podium, unless something happens in the last sector. After you, mate. It looked like off-potting from my side, but let's go! From 15th to 3rd. GG. A lovely switchback. With a decent sized PC but Fanatec DD Pro package. Okay, that's cool. Well, my brother was looking to go for the a more up to date PC further bits and pieces. So and what he said as well, for what he said in the messenger, that so obviously OBS it's the way to go in it. So it's an app for those who don't know. So they can be pretty expensive these days, but it's depending what you're going to need it, don't you? So ideally you want a good GPU, a strong CPU, and at least 32 gig of DDR5 RAM. So it's just the key bits that I could do with a certain PC tower that has that sort of facility. So yeah, but even to start further back in the grid as well, then obviously that just makes it so rewarding, don't it? I feel with Streamlabs, having getting reports with Streamlabs as well, there's that that Streamlabs obviously that it works the hardware out a lot. Apparently, I could be wrong, but obviously that ideally want something that's like more basic and more simple, especially OBS, for instance. So yeah, Increased my sportsmanship rating there, so that's a plus. So from 15th to 3rd. Nice. Good result so far. So we've got less than 4 minutes until the next race, so we'll have a quick look at the replay. So yeah, this is like how carnage it gets, and somebody had to quit as well. And I did have some front bumper damage. I was wondering a moment ago, but then the front bumper damage, it's a bit like Nauta, but obviously aerodynamically, it's crucial. Even though I had to go through my own scraps also. And that's when I come across another group, and I thought I was going to go through the middle, but no. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's each to their own, innit? Ideally, so therefore that even if I do get the PC, then I'll have to get OBS straight through. So there shouldn't be much of an issue with that. Is what I wanted to have a look at. So I will just drive in the straight line, having the inside covered. And what does that player do? Just try to barge the way through, which it's a no-no on that one. You know, even if you see the gap that was already shut anyway, you don't barge your way through it. It's that simple. And then there's this player as well. Oh, both of them have gone wide, messed up their own lines. And then the good bit, of course, even though that I have to give way, it looked like to be a bit off-putting there, so I just had to give way. So therefore, going into the chicane, set myself up, just like I did before, and then flick up a gear, power out of the exit, and get the move done. Just like that. From 15th to 3rd. What a result so far. Oh, did not want to click that. Winners campaign. So, let's get into the... come on. Ah, click, don't show again. Okie dokie. Alright, so got me entry in. I thought I caught the fly, but the fly's still there. It's that little tiny little things. So anybody liking the content I'm want to providing, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate your support. We've just done 3 races in this second account. So let's see what we can do in the 4th race for the back. I do feel a bit of sniffles though. But I'll be fine. So there we have it. Getting into D territory now. So we've got one who is 52. So basically just see how quickly can I catch up. So I'll be lining up in 13th. Let's see what I can do from 13th on the grid. Good luck, people. Expect the unexpected. What's happened to Freeman? I'm ghosted. Bloody hell. That were a bit hectic. Just got to be mindful of that Italian's lag. Whoa! Steady on, pal. There's no stopping. There's no stopping Danny C making the way through the field. Just turning to be like it's not. Anyway, we survived the first lap. Somehow. We called tyres and brakes. Oh, somebody's had a spinner. Unlucky, buddy. Probably because of the adrenaline rush that Freeman had to pull over to one side to get further to the back and then make the way through the back into fourth. That was the pole sitter. Just wanted to challenge themselves, that's what it is. I know, right? First thing I came across was a Constantina effect of one lagging across the lot, even with the heavy ghosting. Popping in the fastest lap. Oh, the pole sitters lost it. Unlucky, buddy. So we're up into 4th. Let's see what we can do. Lap 306. The Audi's in the wall. What was that, sir? I said something. I thought for a moment he was going to pump me in the wall, but into the pit lane entry. But nope, no chance. And now we've got some momentum going. So I started, what was it, P13, something like that? And I'm in a podium position. So this player served a time penalty on the penalty zone, by the looks of it. So we could get P2 at least, whilst I'm shaving time off the leaders up front. And Duke's got a half-second penalty for cutting the corner. Yeah, right. Should have just looked out the window and then see what is occurring from my side, but never mind. Ah, I smelled something. That's why. Oh, nice try. You go ahead, mate. And Duke's left. Freeman's indicating right. Okay. I didn't ask for that, but thank you very much. Almost. So it's a British 1, 2, 3 as we head around the chicane for one last time. Holborn takes the win, and I take second, 3 men in third. A British 1, 2, 3, GG people. Even them two were in the Porsches, and I were in the Audi. So a win was definitely there, I'm sure. That's another podium finish. So from 13th to 2nd, GG. Yep, not too bad at all. But you know what this is? Consistency. And consistency has been a key factor, as it turned out, from starting at the back, no matter which form of the back I start at. So from 13th to 2nd. Not bad at all. No problem. No problem. Been a good race as well, so I appreciate you letting me by, even though I didn't ask for that. So yeah, we'll definitely play sometime, and so yeah. Roger, preach, brother. I say a lot on my channel. Timing and rhythm. Yeah, that's the thing in it. So, So I've got the replay save, haven't I? So just a quick look on some and have a look. So that's 4 races done. So just look at that Duke there, and it looked like it was going to be superstitious with the fact that it was going to run into me and get me running into the pit entry. And then Freeman obviously saw what was happening as well, which left him an opportunity to go and to go for the overtake. Even though when I was about to overtake him on the straight with that slipstream effect, yeah. And you know something, it's not easy as you go along, depending what scenario you get in. So you just got to take it to each race as it comes. Even though I kicked up a bit of dust and therefore managed to secure a solid P2 from the back. So we go again for race 5 from the back. So it could be that time when I should be able to rank up nicely, but don't know how many races until you get to D, like from top of my head, unless anybody knows, has a better memory than I do. So, but yeah, well, I know what you're saying, mate. I know what you're saying. Let's do some donuts, shall we? If I can. Well, I can do it on the dirty part of the track, the runoff area. Not the best of donut burnouts, but even in this part of the track, so just look at the start ahead. For this race, should be, as we're entering the 5th race of the second account. Who have we got in company? There's just myself. That's the only one who's going to be dead last, 16th on the grid. And there's a couple of D-rated drivers, and yeah, it's and there's some DSRs that's set to D. So just got to be mindful of that. A lot of Porsches, then Nismos, Lambos, Toyota, BMW, BRZ, and there's myself in the Audi. From 16th on the grid, how far can we get up We will find out in 6 laps time. Good luck, people. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Engine notes rising to the top once again. Welcome along, Ras. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. Well, it's been a while, right? So, hope you've been keeping well. Whatever you've been on with. And that is a very nice place to start the rolling start, isn't it? Just in the middle of the corner. Only for that person to be started at the dead last. 16th. Whoa! Whoa! Ghosty was on. What was that? Literally no need for that. Oh. That player just went full kamikaze after witnessing something what was disgusting, even though I experienced it firsthand. But yeah, just need to keep calm, people, and be a chill guy, like me. Go, Kios! My spidey sense are telling me that this is gonna get tasty. You watch. Everybody's going rampage. I'm getting the overtake done. Oh! That was close. Flipping heck. How I escaped all this mess, I don't know. Right, let's see what we can do. As we're in lap 3 of 6, The gap between myself and the leader is 6.6 seconds. And I've got clean air up front that I've got to make good use of. Yeah, good to hear. I'm not too bad, thank you. Yeah, well, obviously I thought, having done some qualifying times from time and time again, and then I thought, like, to myself, having been on about it for quite some time behind the scenes, and therefore that I managed to get myself my second account up and running as the Brit has gone wide and we're up into P3. So, but yeah, let's be interested to see what next week's dailies are going to be like, seeing as though this is the last day of the current daily races. So, but I'm just going to make good use of it, and so we could be in for a result. We could win this one from the back. Who would have thought that? Even when you're starting on the back of the grid with a new account, even it just makes it more fun, don't it? But you have to be super mindful of who you come across sometimes. Through goes Dan AC, up into P2. Two laps to go. We can win this. Just need to put it together. And you know what time it is, yeah? It's Tennessee time, as in hammer time. Purple in this sector. Powering that noisy, naturally aspirated V10 engine down the back straight. Right, just gonna be patient now. Set myself up. We're on the last lap now. I don't know whether that set him off or what, but we'll have a look at the behind the replay. Oh, I had the move done very much around the outside, whilst riding on the curb with a bit of grass. So then, what I had to do was set myself up for the crest section before breaking into the tunnel, and then just had to look back and see what happened exactly and on what's what, because sometimes it's best not to judge a bit until you get to see it back for when you have a moment, which we will have a look at the back and all. So, having started in P16, who would have predicted today that it was going to be a day where I've started at the back without even any qualifying? Even it took me 5th races in, so... And as somebody expected, P1, I didn't want to think ahead, but what I had to do was to make sure I get myself through the pack in one piece, rightly so. And around the final corner, Danny C takes the win at Trial Mountain in the Audi. Get in there, Danny! From 16th dead last to P1. Let's go. Let's go. GG. GG. You have. Well done in your prediction. So this is it. 15 places gained with the fastest lap and clean race. Happy days. Happy days. So let's have a look at the rankings, shall we? So... Oh yeah, I'm already a D-rated driver, aren't I? And I've got that one follower as well. Okie dokie. So, and the sportsmanship rating, obviously that'll be S soon. So yeah. Yeah, it looks as though that I had the pace to having shown on the first account that I was able to do it. So, all right, let's have a look at what happened there, because I am keen to see how that developed in some ways, because it is. Yeah, I just wanted to see firsthand before I make a judgment on that. So now I'm a degraded driver, so happy days. So what was going off there is, this player had hazards on. Luckily, the ghosting saved our lives. So without the ghosting, then we would have been punted straight out of contention there. And look at this numpty there. That Dutch driver in the Ferrari. I was going for the overtake. And he went, no, you shall not pass. Even Nicky as well saw what was going off, and then even he didn't like what he saw as well. So what Nicky had to do was to try and take him out like that, but the ghosting didn't allow him to do that. So therefore, he rage quitted like mad. Which of course you can understand the frustration. So, but as the development passes by, then there's a lot of players who have got like time penalties and so on. So going into the last lap. So this is the bit where I had to lift off. I carried so much momentum also. Got my lines on point. Well, this is it, innit? That I was carrying so much speed, and then I had to go for the ride, but it was very much too late, which led to a bumper damage, and then he had rear bumper damage, and I sensed that he was going to do something stupid, which obviously that's what made him angry also. But yeah. Well, what do you people think? What do you people think? Do you thought that it was intentional? Did you thought it was not intentional? So it's sort of like many pull the trigger, to have bumper damage, even though that they were just like literally nowhere to go in that decisive moment. Even when I was trying to make my way past that player, whilst I had so much momentum through the fast left-hander. So yeah, it was a bit sketchy, like because I thought that if I would have gone even further to the right, I would have struggled to keep it on the track, keep myself moving in the right direction. With a bit of grass I had to cut. So yeah, there's me D-grade now. And I have one follower as well. Who's that follower? Ah, it's Freeman. Okie dokie. That's the player who I've raced with, not just this race that's gone by, but the race before. So, yeah. So, anybody enjoying the content I'm delivering? Hit that like button. We are just one like away from reaching the 2 figures worth of likes. And if you haven't, feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my open lobbies, some daily races, and so on. And that, of course, is the first episode of the E to A Anti-Meta Challenge series. If that's the correct title to say it. The E to A series. So we get another opportunity to start at the back. Okay. So let's see what we can do. We have got one who's got an S rating, and there's a lot of D-rated drivers as well. So have a good race. Good luck. Right. We've got Zigzag Nugget. Race with a player called Zigzag. maybe a couple occasions, especially the GT World Series races. Right, let's see what we can do. Get your predictions in on where I'll be finishing at the end of this race. And then we go again from P16 on the grid. Oh, sorry, mate. Okay, I'll get on with it. A 1 second penalty. Not the ideal start. Let's see how much damage can we minimise from the moment I serve the 1 second penalty. Let's see what we can do, even though that this is a test for me as well, to see if I can get a P1 while serving a 1 second penalty. So what will that drop me down to? P13, so 9.6 gap, 6 second gap, 9.7 between myself and the leader. Just need to navigate my way past people again. I've got dirty tyres, so just be patient on that. Give him one draft. And then get the overtake done. Yeah, I felt something. And through goes Danny C. Oh, no, no, no. Ah. Yeah, that was pretty ambitious. I thought I was going to make it through on all in one. Oh, well. It was alright while it lasted. Oh! That was close. Yellow flag, something's happened. Oh, it's a spinner. Yellow flags. Somebody's had a spinner. Ah, oh, zigzags are gone. Unlucky, buddy. Oops, turned in too early. We could get a P3 at least. I can see the leader up ahead, only just. Smarties is dropping down a lot. So the battle for P2's heating up nicely, and it looks like the driver in P1 looks like he's going to be going to win that race, unless he makes a mistake. Let's go. Just drove straight through me. What was that about? Anyway, we're up into third now. Currently setting the fastest lap of the race. What was that for? My spidey senses are telling me that the McLaren's going to be going for it. It's all happening at once, isn't it? Park it in. No, not a prayer, mate. Let's go. After using my spidey senses, literally dodging from one car to the other, and I somehow came up with a result. GG, people. GG. Thank you, Father Time Racing. It's not a P1, but it's still a good result from the back, considering the lot I had to go through. Not only with a 1 second penalty I had to serve early on, but to also, come back from the off I had from the first sector. So not bad going, considering the lot I had to go through as well as that. So. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So, grab the replays if you want them. Although my SR may have gone down because of that incident I had from earlier on. So, but there's no stress by any means. So, let's have a look, shall we? Before we head over to the next one. Yeah, definitely. So, like this bit where I sailed past the player because that player went way wide, and then another. Then I had nowhere to go, which led me to rear-end the Norwegian, who was Erling Haaland lover, and that left me with a 1 second penalty. So that I have to negotiate my way through so on. And look at this for an overtaker, you know, just set myself up, get the power out of the corner. And I made it stick around the outside, and that is a lovely overtake I had to make. So I went off just for that moment where I thought I had the inside, but then just a little bit too much, but then I had dirty tyres in the process as well. Yeah, that was... So I had the inside covered, and then he just like turned in like too hard. Wasn't gonna go anywhere that past there anyway, so... And I thought for a moment I was gonna overtake two people, then I had to overtake another, maybe another. Is that ambitious or is it not ambitious? Well, so yeah, that was a race with a bit of chaos in some areas. Until we get to around Damien Max, obviously, where I got the move done. I had to get the inside covered. Just look at that. It was reckless from that point, from that player, to ram into me, even though the German didn't like what he's seen. So therefore, that I just had to nurse my way through damage on my rear bumper. And then Damien Max decides to... Well, it were braking yet. It were braking. So therefore that I had to try and keep my head together. Set myself up, just like I've done before, to get the switch pack overdone with. And therefore come on with a second place. After a lot I was going through as well. Therefore that I managed to come on with a solid result from the back of the grid. From 15th to 2nd. Just quickly get in there also. Right, let's see what we can do. Who we're up against. So there's two people who have not set in the time, so... Crazy Dino with a 53.8 in the Lambo. Right, let's do this. Let's see what I can do this time, mate. Just need to survive the first lap, like many of us are trying to do, and then see what we can do. So I'm 2 places further than where I started from the last race. Did I see that player at the back just drove straight into the wall? Or not even touch the throttle? Or steer? Blimey. Oh! That were desperate. Someone's got a half-second penalty. It's just Danny C. It's just Danny C, mate. Obviously, my first account, obviously the one account I have, which I've used. Oh, sorry, mate. Is it's Danny C with the capital T, capital D, capital C. Oh. We'll have a look back because that was just over the top for what I saw. Even though he bounced off the wall, and then I had nowhere to go there. So. Oh, somebody spawned. Got 2 players with time penalties I had to be mindful of. Patience, patience, patience. I'll get the move done in no time. Yellow flags. Had to slow down whilst the yellow flags were out. Just in that brief moment. Yeah, that was a bit desperate, wasn't it? Obviously, felt that tap like whilst I was turning in, and then obviously that's what probably like will trigger him in a bit, but I'm not too sure. Try not to dwell on it, and then we'll just keep on driving. Currently third in the race, with Crazy Dino, who was the pole sitter, just in front of me. Dino's in the wall. And we're up to second. And Dino's left. See ya. So we've got 4.5 to try and shave off within a lap and a bit to go. One lap to go. We could do this. We could do this if we put it together. Well, that was... It looked like there was contact while I was going for the overtake, but this player was nice enough to let me by and realised that I was the quicker driver. Get in there, Danny! Let's go! GG. GG, people. Whew. "13 positions gained." Nice. So grab the replays if you want them. So I just want to spare a moment to congratulate this player. Obviously, it was a good battle until, well, yeah. Well, what happened was that I'm going to go through the replay as we go along. So, yeah, just look at the rankings. Close to C now. So not bad going with a podium finish every time I've finished the race. So let's have a look, shall we? The Spaniards left, so let's see what's happened then. So that's 7 races we've done. I was just minding my own business. And it was that moment where further up that there was a yellow flag, which had been caused by one of the players. Just a bit of contact further up, and I had to slow down just to try and stay behind the Norwegian. Whilst them two up front were about to serve a penalty on the penalty zone. So I left in some racing room, but then, yeah, it was just clumsy. It was just clumsy. So I just wanted to see further back as well. Not the first lap, maybe the second. Yeah. I mean, there was not really much there that could do also, but obviously we had little Amnish, who was obviously lost it on his own. I felt something. So it's just an incident. It's just an incident. As young Charles Leclerc would say. It's just an incident. Just saying. So we got Tottenham, as I was having a good run on him. Yeah. Then the Spaniard had realised that you can have it, you deserved it. Sorry for the clash. Which, I appreciate it. I appreciate people like that to showcase the sportsmanship, even if there was content, even if it's a moment where I was literally just crawling on my way through the field, time and time again. So let's have another crack at the race then. Just gonna quickly get the phone charger as well, so it'll be 2 secs. So that's what happened on the last lap as well. So, yep, GG's all round once more. So what is this, the 8th race or something? So maybe get a couple of more races in. Having been at it for a good couple of hours now. So, what's anybody been up to over the weekend? Obviously, not much from my side other than just go out for a few drinks on the Friday. Didn't really do much other than just chill for the most of the time. Right. We're in 16th again, the only one to not set a time. And it is possible that we can get a result from the back. Just got to do it clinically. Because if you don't do it clinically, then obviously somebody's going to have a hard time. I heard the noisy Honda NSX. Just gives you the goosebumps, don't it, from the old GT500 days, from the Japanese Grand Tourer Championship. From P16 on the grid. Let's see what we can do. Get your predictions in, people, and then we'll go for it. For when the opportunities are arising, so. So I'll be starting at this exact corner, the last final corner. So I just got to be ready. Yellow flags. Something's happened. Made it through just like peanuts, as in KP peanuts. Making me hungry there about them KP peanuts now. I see the puff of smoke further ahead. Oh, what a save from that player. After losing it, thought he was going to bin it, but managed to keep it on the straight line. Let's go. Oh, big crash. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Another car going off. Just had to be safe than sorry. Oh! Oh, kick it off, innit? Chill out, please, people. No need for that. Oh, it's all kicking off behind me. Crikey. That was no need for that whatsoever, pal. Let's go. We're up into fourth. Really? Oh, appreciate you waiting, pal. That is it's great sportsmanship. It's what we like to see, even if you make contact with someone and putting them up for the track, you know, just simply give the position back to the person you make contact with and that is some good sportsmanship from the French player. Unless it was a setup to try and stop me from starting at the back, something like that. Anyway, I'm not worried about that. Not worried about where I finish. Just want to literally climb up as many places as possible and enjoy the process of keeping the entertainment going. Welcome along, Clayjacks. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well. Yeah. That's the thing that taught some players. And if I could have had "Do Not Run" on the back of my car, then it would have given some manners to think about. But nevertheless, I delivered some consistent results from the back so far. Finished on the podium every time I started the back without qualifying, and then go on to get some wins. Get some wins on board. So at least we're going to podium finish to push. Getting closer to P3 now, whereas these two are battling further up front. Or is it me, or is it just that player that's flashing the hazards further up front in the Porsche? We're at the last lap now. Give him a bump draft and then go for the overtake. Just like that. What's up with Dino? What's up with Dino? Okay, we'll take home a second place. The win is definitely there if it hadn't been for contact from the driver behind. But not to worry. Still a result from P16 on the grid to P2. Job's a fish. So, anybody enjoy the the E to A anti-meta series? If you like the content and what I'm providing, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate your support. Thanks, Father Racing. Appreciate it. So, we are a C-rank driver. Okie dokie. This is where it's getting more serious now, isn't it? So, let's have a look at the replay, shall we? And assess what has happened on the occasion. So that's 8 races done, and it only took me 8 races to get to a C. So that's not bad going, considering I finished on the podium every time, with a couple of wins to my name. So there was a bit of argy-bargy going off, even though I thought the move was there, but I fought twice on the occasion. And then Luca, after drifted it sideways, oh! What a save that was. And what's happened to the Polish driver? The Polish driver's had a big moment, hasn't he? Oh, I just lost it, and the rear snapped, and boom. Straight into Planet Zog. So I gave this player a nudge just to allow the bump draft, and then I visualized something, and then this is what happened then. Okay. Yep. So that's a no-no to Farina. Literally just reckless. And look what happened there. Karma's gone to bite its ass. Absolutely. Every story has their own, don't it? So we have the devil rabbit. So the devil rabbit, obviously, I was just braking to where I was normally braking, minding my own business, having got the move done a moment ago. So he braked a little later, then obviously that is what... luckily, I've managed to keep myself going in a slightly lower angle, because if I would have done it in a higher angle, then I would have gone on to reverse back out and then get myself back up and running. So that was the moment where I could have gone on to win the race, but it is what it is. So I'm not overstressed on the result regardless, but having fought my way from P16 on the grid to what is a second place finish. So yeah, can't complain, can't grumble about it. Quick toilet break. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah. Yeah, it can be really that even if when you get to the point and just move the camera a little bit towards. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. You know what I've noticed as well is that the screen, the camera screen's got a bit wide. Well, obviously that's just like how it started in it. You know, with the PlayStation camera, the HD camera for streaming. Well, somebody's left, and we've got Charles Leclerc in Max Verstappen's GT3 car. We've got DMX. Good artist, DMX, in that genre back in the day. Right. Let's go. Let's go. Give it to you. Bop, bop. Knock, knock. Open up the door. Let's do this. Yes. Oh knows, but we'll see. I mean, that's what I like to try and do and all, if possible. But as the grades just get harder and harder, therefore that that makes your progress pretty tough to navigate your way through. So P15 it is, because somebody has left the lobby, which we're up a position. Somebody's pulling over to one side there, doing a last to first challenge in that manner. Oh, chaos everywhere you look. And Mark gets a 5-second penalty for causing the collision, as it seems. And Mark's left the room. Rightly so. I'm just setting myself up, mate. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. So I got the move done. Just hard on the brakes. Oh, Burns had a spinner. Oh! Somebody's had enough as well. Stop. Stop. Shut her down, no one else shot. Oh, oh, there's a Rough Rider, right? Can't get the song out of my head now. Late to the brakes. Getting a bit messy up front. Oh, yep, that was a bit ambitious around the outside, but just had to be patient through there. Oopsies. But we managed to survive through that somehow. By just sitting back, allow the battle develop. And that was forceful from the Russian. Just want to get the overtake done. Oh! Got dirty tyres now. I thought I had the move done, but I went off on my own. I saw it going, saw him coming. Russia's gone wide. 2 laps to go now. Right in the slip of Charles Leclerc in the Red Bull Mercedes. Good exit out of the corner. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Get it parked on the inside. Just like that. Let's go. You don't mind, do you? Give me a bum draft. Nope, you're going for the overtake. Okay. I'll just make sure I leave you some racing room, as I set the fastest lap in the process. So got an interesting battle between the Spaniard and the Ukrainian for the lead. One more lap, I would have had these two. But considering from where we started is still pretty good. We've got another podium, keeping that 100% record going of finishing the race on the podium at least. From the moment I got this second account up and running, GG people, GG. And to do it against a bunch of Porsches just makes it so rewarding, doesn't it? GG everyone. Right, so we gained 12 places, fastest lap clean race. Happy days. So let's have a look, shall we? Well, it'll be another time for when I get up to B in no time. And I've already got me S on the sportsmanship rating, so let's have another look at the replay, shall we? On what's what. Thank you, Father Time Racing. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you all watching. So we're 9 races down. I think I'm gonna make it the last one, the next one. So, and then I'll just crack on with whatever I had to do. So that way we'll see what the crack is with the replay and just quickly do it before. So we have Carnage Wolf with V going all over the shop there. It's the Pink Panther car. Oh, he just got tapped by the Spaniard. That's what happened. So that has resulted in a 5-second penalty for causing a collision. And left as a result. Yep, so maybe you should have given the position back no matter what kind of penalty you receive anyway, mate. So late to the brakes. Obviously, the Spaniard trying to follow in, so I could do what I had to do then is buy the car and find a livery somewhere. Then at that moment, yeah, it was pretty desperate from Montoya, to put Verstappen in the wall. So, but yeah, but this Audi's not been too bad all round also. So here we have them two going off the racing line, just a touch, and then even the Spaniard was the innocent party because the German JP Montoya literally just fluffed his lines. Oh dear. Yeah, that's something I'll have to do. Well, go for an RZZ, which obviously it's as what you described is very capable around around trial mounted. So, but we'll have to see what the new week of daily races has to offer because it might not be GR3s, but yeah. And this is a moment where I just went wide and then managed to keep going somehow. So I've got the move on Verstappen. Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen. Clean as you like. Even he had a good exit as well. So left him some racing room. Just like that. And I was able to cover off the inside and disappear off to the distance. So yeah, once I've come across the time where I could go for the RZZ on this account, therefore I could just continue to work behind the scenes to be sure that to get some funds together in order to buy the bits and pieces that's required for certain daily races in order to keep the entertainment going. Also, but other than that, yeah. Yeah, and it's just a number, you see, because when you think about it, that your mind has the power to get out of bed and do whatever you're going to do, but by any means, and still getting good lap times and results. So obviously, you look at the sports stars, for instance, where you had Lionel Messi still going at 39. Cristiano Ronaldo at 41, and then there's Lewis Hamilton at 41, who is currently second in the Drivers' Championship at 50 points behind the 19-year-old Kimi Antonelli. As we enter the summer break and the halfway mark of the season, so anybody that's over 40 can still keep going. Even I've seen a Japanese player in the late 50s still playing and being able to score a goal. Which it's crazy that in the modern generation that we're living in now, that you can see athletes that and those that like us normal people, for example, get to continue to do good things and what we enjoy doing. So let's make this last one a good one, shall we? So who am I going to bump into, we've got DMX, we've got FMA. So I'll probably end up somewhere in the middle here, I reckon, by the end of the race, at least. So we've got 2 other people who have not qualified. I'm in 16th on that one. Right. Good luck, everyone. Let's make this last race a good one. 10 races in. So this is the 10th race of the evening. As it were afternoon early one, and now it's evening time, so engine notes rising to the top. Well, let's see if you're right. Right. So I just need to be ready, be alert on that moment. Can I get a podium for this last race? Let's go. Just get the tyres warmed up nicely. Whoa! Through goes Danny C. Only just. Them two came together. By the looks of it. Oh! What the bloody hell was that behind me? That was instant murder. Straight into the wall of the pit entry. The Porsche's gone wide. So we're up into 7th. Just got DMX up front. Tip-top sauce is left. Oh, that was very close there. I'll just send it around the outside. Why not? Let's go. Give them racing room. Overtake around the outside completed. Puff of smoke with a bit of bum drafting going off. Oh, casualty as well. Lost it on his own. I touched nothing. The Polish has gone wide. Got lawnmower in as well. Had to make it stick around the outside. So we're up into third now. Got the two Spaniards up front. Who said that I was going to finish fourth and miss out the podium? Well, the prediction is about to get wrong. Two laps to go, all to play for. This is going to be tight. This is going to be close. .52.3. Last lap now. Let's go. Can we get the move done? Great respect. Let's go. We're not done yet. Ultimate Racing, welcome along, brother. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. For those who have just joined, this is the last race of the daily race from P16 on the grid. I didn't set the qualifying time though, as Danny C comes out as the race winner at Trial Mountain in the Audi. Get in there, Danny. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And for those who don't know Ultimate Racing, he has a channel himself. For those that like to go and check out his content, he does open lobbies himself, as well as some bits and pieces on anything Gran Turismo related. And as for Father of Time Racing as well, he too has a channel for those who like to go and have a look at his content. Obviously, he does bits and pieces on Gran Turismo on so, and he does some video as well every now and then. So, well, yeah, look at that. 15 places from the back with the fastest lap of the cream race. So, I only have one thing to say on this lobby. Get in there, Danny. No worries, pal. No worries. So, well, there's just a few of us left. So, so from P16 to first place in a much tougher lobby, just makes it so rewarding, don't it? Even against a lot of the Porsches, where on paper the Porsche is the car and the most predominant car of this track and combo. So, well, yeah. So, other than that, let's have a look at the replay, shall we? As I'm going to wrap up the stream, just to have a look back on what has been an epic race from 16th, dead last, to win the whole thing as well. So 10 races in. So this is where I was, and you see where the starting slot was. I just had to be ready. I had to be alert. because if I had done anything, I would have gone straight into the wall there, which is a very odd place to start at the back, innit? So, as you can see, I was warming up the tyres, minding my own business. So therefore, I got enough heat into the half compound tyres. So what I done then, having managed to navigate my way through the this one player where I had to send it by a split second. So Montoya were just giving the German a bit of an argy-bargy. So you got Mr. Nice Guy in the Porsche, gave him a bump draft. So I'd just like to see what happened in the first lap. So what happened there is, I saw the opportunity, I went for it on the left. Yeah. I don't know if this was for me, like, to let me by, or what. Anyway, so I saw the opportunity to go to the left. I left in racing room, and then the Porsche driver was like not having any of it whatsoever. And look what happened there. Mr. Nice Guy has turned into a Mr. Not So Nice Guy. Look at that. So what happened was, Mr. Nice Guy has turned into a nasty guy. Boom! Literally a WWE Super Slam maneuver by deliberately ramming and pushing somebody into the barrier of the pit entry. Let's look at it one more time. So through goes Danny C. The Brit giving Mr. Nice Guy a bit of a nudge. And Mr. Nice also, no more Mr. Nice, baby pal. Whoever's not winding him up, right, wants sacking. I blame his goddamn parents for that. Maybe he could do with a bit of rewiring also. That was so funny, man. So freaking funny, man. Oh, man. Yeah. I like this track. Obviously, that, of course, is one of the tracks I'm more familiar with as well. So you see what happened to this player who obviously... Well, it was obvious that he pushed him into the wall, left him with a time penalty for causing a collision. Even though I left him just enough racing room, and then, yeah, therefore that managed to sail my way past the Russian. So this Polish driver on his own had an adventure on of his own. Yeah, just fluffed their lines, and that's why the Polish driver just went straight off, and therefore I had to get the move done, whilst the other player had dirty tyres on. Going good. So you're one of the viewers who have enjoyed this whole E to A anti-meta series, the first episode. This is not the first episode of the E to A anti-meta series of my own. With this second account I have. my brother, thank you very, very much for watching the stream, and I hope you enjoyed enjoyed the entertainment as well as I have. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad that you got to enjoy the entertainment I was able to provide you guys. So, yeah, so we're just about to get past these two Spaniards. Obviously, the Ferrari clipped the wall. Pablo clipped the wall. So I just thought I'll just send it around the outside. This player gave me some racing room, which I appreciate. I gave Pablo a bit of a bump draft as well. And so what I had to do, I thought I'll just go for it. And that's what I did. So Pablo left me some racing room whilst I was going for the overtake. Very lucky from Pablo to not get hit, because if the other Spaniard would have didn't hit the wall, then it would have got into the back of the Spaniard. So, but yeah. So there you have it, people. There you have it indeed. So from P16 on the grid to what is an outstanding race win at Trial Mountain in the Audi. Get in there, Danny. Miracles do happen, mate. They do indeed. Bono. So, right. GG's pal. GG's Pablo. That was a lovely tap on the rear end. So, alright. I'm a bit hot and sweaty, and then obviously gonna have to cool off from that one. So, right. Let's open the ticket, shall we? I'll just need to change the oil. Just don't forget to do that whilst you're at it. So that's yeah. As we all know that you get to like a certain amount of miles. Say like you do over 200 miles without a single oil change, then therefore that you want to be sure that the engine's in good condition, as well as the performance side of things and reliability also. So let's get this babby, give this babby a wash. Looking clean as you like. So, alright, let's open the ticket and see where we win. A 4-star roulette ticket. I can make money. It's not a problem. I know plenty of methods and so on, and yeah, close to being a millionaire. Okay. Yes, this is the Skates movies, Sarah. So, just gonna have a moment to myself and to those who are watching. So, I just want to spare a moment to say thank you very much to those of you who were tuned in to say hello while on the go. Thank you very much to those of you who have been, well, to so many random players who have took part in the daily races. So, and that is episode 1 of the ETA Anti-Meta series done and dusted. I don't know when exactly is episode 2 is going to be coming out live, so it'll be at some point for next week. Because the thing is this, that about myself, I work in a full-time job as well as remaining fit in the gym or so. I do open lobbies regularly on Tuesday evenings, where I throw out different car categories weekly. Maybe some more open lobbies in other parts of the week as I continue to put out the details in the community channel as well as the Discord. Whilst I am speaking of the Discord, for anybody who wishes to join me, for those who are sticking around, okay, so if anybody wants to join, more than welcome to. So there you have me Discord server for those who wish to join, where you see some updates from me upcoming events, whether it's the open lobbies, some daily races, some league racing adventures. So this was, of course, I've done 10 races on this second account, and therefore I've progressed into what grade did I? Well, I'm already a C anyway, so I'd just like to see how far. Yeah, I said before that I was going to be in the middle before the last race, and so. But yeah, more bits and pieces will be updated as I've unveiled the kind of entertainment I'll continue to deliver, whilst outside of doing some open lobbies. Maybe do some open lobbies after the daily races, but we'll see how that goes as we go along. But then again, we just have to continue to keep going and keep pushing, and most of all, have fun and showcase the respect on and off the track as well. So after what has been very much every race I've finished on the podium, that is the start. But we're really just getting started for the next chapter, for what the current environment has to offer. And that's the exciting part of the process. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anybody liking the content on what I'm doing, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. So like I say, that I'll be live around Tuesday, approximately 6:30ish UK time, where we're going to be in the GR3s for some open lobbies, and then there'll be some more open lobbies on Wednesday, knowing that I've got my night off as well, so therefore that I could add the qualifying in there as well. And as for episode 2 for the E to A anti-meta series, depending what schedules I've got going off, as well as what the combos PD are going to throw out on those particular tracks that we'll be heading into for next week. So other than that, yeah, that's very much what I got lined up. Even though if it does have to be a little bit later, then I could just do it somewhere just like later than, say if it's on a Sunday, for example, it'll be like later on, won't it, on that day. So therefore that I'm off on that night as well. So, but we'll figure something out as we go along. But so other than that, that's very much what I have to say. And thank you very much to those of you who are tuned in. A shout out to Going Good, Ultimate Racing, Father Time Racing, Ras, Big Fat Racing, Jason, aka Audio Muted, Portal Combat. If there's anybody that I missed out, apologies if I missed anybody out. Don't take it too hard. But there's so many people I'd like to thank for tuning in whilst on the go, and thank you very much to those who have been very supportive as a welcome along the new subscribers to the channel as well. So we keep the entertainment going indeed. So on that note, I'll catch you all in the next one. And whatever you're all up to, look after yourself, stay safe, have a great evening, great afternoon, great morning, wherever you are in the world. And from myself, Danny C, repping the Monster Kit. This is a Tech 3 shirt, the Monster Tech 3, when Tech 3 MotoGP racing team used to have Monster Energy as the title sponsor. Nowadays it's Red Bull, KTM, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's not a bad find. I got this off eBay. It's a size large, so it fits on pretty well, to be honest. So, but yeah, be seeing more of me wearing that and all, even with a few sponsor decals, which look nice to have sponsor decals, in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to cut short. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, all. Bye-bye.